You are listening to Single Smart Female, Romantic Fairy Godmama Edition.
This episode was brought to you by the Secret Society of Adored Women.
Have you been tirelessly going on crap-tastic dates, having crap-tastic results with men, even spending a crap-tastic amount of time weeding through meh guys and fretting over the one who won't call you back or commit?
Join us for our Hush Hush group of like-minded, successful, badass single women from around the world, turning the dating scene on its head and creating scandalously magical romantic experiences that you will cherish forevermore.
But beware, your love life and life will never be the same again.
Meet us over at thesecretsocietyofAdoredWomen.com.
Hey there, single smart females. From around the world, this is Jen and Jen, also known as Wonder Jen Power.
We're from around the world too.
Yes. Jen squared. And how are you today, Jen?
I'm not too bad.
Good.
All right.
Are you ready to discuss a topic with these ladies?
If you make me, I guess so.
I won't.
Okay.
I
I like it when you make me.
all right. Well,
All right.
take care, everyone. See you next time.
Bye. No, today we have a really important topic, emotional and sexual protection. And actually, we're specifically talking about, dun, 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 condoms. We're fucking talking about condoms,
Male
ladies.
condoms or female condoms or both?
Male condoms, female condoms, I don't give a shit.
Dental dams.
All right. I actually don't know much about dental dams.
Let me Google it for you real quick.
Let's just talk about condoms.
All right. All right.
Let's talk about the go-to.
I'll let you be serious now.
All
Okay.
right. If you are a single female who is not in an exclusive romantic relationship, guess what you should be doing when you have sex?
Can I guess?
Yes.
Be using a condom?
Yes. Every single time.
Every time.
Uh-huh. And I know because I used to be the woman who didn't use it every single time. So I know a lot of you hot mess mamas out there. And I'm not talking about single mamas. I'm talking about women. Don't all the time. And I want to tell you right now, that shit's got to stop right this second. Okay. And by the way, just because the two of you are exclusively sleeping together, that does not constitute a time to not use a condom. You especially should be using a condom then, because sexual exclusivity is not relationship exclusivity, which means there is a possibility of him having sex with other women if something happens. Okay. So meaning he gets caught up in someone else's beauty, and then you have sex, and then maybe he's really nervous about telling you, blah, blah, blah. And then you're sleeping with her too. Okay. So from now on, I'm going to tell you my dating experiences got way better when I decided that I wasn't going to half-ass this anymore. And part of not half-assing it is using condoms on every sexual intercourse moment. If his penis is going inside of you, that needs to be covered up, whether that be with female condom or with a male condom. I don't know how effective dental dams are in that situation.
Don't worry about it. I'm just being silly there.
Okay, so of course that for medical reasons is really important. But there's actually another piece that most women don't think about, okay? And I'm going to explain that right now. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
What? Tell
The
me.
emotional connection piece.
Yes. Ladies, it is much easier to become obsessed with a man who's not reciprocating your attention when you're having sex with him without a condom on. It's much easier to disconnect from a man when you have a condom on. Condoms serve as a higher emotional support system for you. Now, I know there's some ladies that don't believe that this is true. And you're more than welcome to keep going and doing the way that you are. But I suggest that you try for a certain period of time, because it will be helpful. It is much easier to do man-tourage dating when your vulnerability is not coming from the fact that you're worried about all kinds of different things. You're not worried about whether or not he's sleeping with other women. You're not worried so much about the fact that you might get pregnant. And I don't even care if you are on the pill or you have an IUD. which, you know, if that's what you want to do, that's absolutely fine too. But you still need to have a condom on. If you two are not in an exclusive romantic relationship, use a condom. By the way, if you're one of those women who goes into an exclusive romantic relationship very quickly, you still need to use a condom for a while. Okay? Super, super important.
Jen, let me clarify that. Are you saying that they get into an exclusive relationship rather quickly, which equals what, like a couple weeks?
Yes.
And then you're saying after they're exclusive, you would recommend using a condom for a while?
Yes. I would recommend if you're from the time you start, regardless if you're in a relationship or not, from the time that you start sexual activity with somebody for at least 3 months of sexual activity to wear a condom.
If you get into a relationship quickly.
Well, either way.
Oh.
Well, it's going to, okay, sorry. Let me rephrase that. I totally butchered that. If you get into a relationship quickly, still from the time you started having sex to then at least 3 months at least. Okay. You can totally go longer, especially if you're using it to prevent pregnancy on top of it. The other piece, if it's somebody that you're not in an exclusive relationship with, you should be using a condom indefinitely until you are in an exclusive relationship.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Gotcha.
And if at some point, let's say you've been dating for 6 months, you've been sleeping together with each other for 5 months, and then you go into an exclusive relationship, you've already passed that 3-month window. So yes, you can stop using condoms then if you want. Okay?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Very, very important. Emotional as well as physical protection. I can't tell you the number of ladies that come to me and they feel fucking crazy as shit the next day because they had sex before they really were ready for it, and they did it without a condom, and it adds another layer of angst. And it's not a fun angst. It's not something you snap out of right away. And you honestly did. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and beat you up and criticize you, but I'm asking you ladies to go ahead and implement this strategy so that you're feeling a lot less crazy. See, because we mistake this for vulnerability. This isn't true vulnerability. This is just craziness. This is just you feeling very insecure about your choices and adding a thick layer of, like I said, angst to it, and just exponentially upping those crazy feelings. So when you do this, when you take care of yourself, your sexual needs first, even if you decide to have sex with them, even if it's before you're really ready, which I recommend you take your time having sex with them. You don't need to rush into sex with them. And if you're worried that okay, let me make this very clear. If you're worried he's going to leave you if you don't have sex with him soon, it is not time to have sex with him. That is a huge sign. It's not
Absolutely
time to have sex with him.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have sex with him. You know for sure in your heart that it's not about you wanting to make sure he doesn't leave.
Right.
Truly important. Condoms. When there's no relationship exclusivities, condoms. Condoms, 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 condoms.
And so let's just say, Jen, that someone has already slept with the guy.
This is a really great question.
And so what should she do now if she's already slept with him and she's already slept with him with a condom? Or let's take, there's two different scenarios I want to talk about. Let's say she's already slept with him, but she slept with him before she was ready and she's still not ready. So let's talk about that one first.
Then she needs to go back to not sleeping with him until she's ready. And she can say to him, you know, you're a very attractive man, but honestly, the first time I slept with you, I wasn't emotionally ready. So I'd like to take some time to get to know you better before we sleep together again. And if he takes the fuck off, just free him. Let him go to the overly sexed masses. He's not your guy, and that is okay.
Right.
All right? Perfectly okay. Second scenario.
Okay, let's say she is ready. They're not in an exclusive relationship and she's not using a condom. What should she do now?
Now she has the conversation with him. You know, I have enjoyed the sexual time we have together, but I realize that I would enjoy it even more and I would get off even more if we were using a condom.
Okay. And then the line comes out. But I don't feel anything with a condom. I can't tell. I don't have as much sensation with a condom. What now?
Okay. So at that point in time, you tell him, you know, I can definitely appreciate that. Unfortunately, I need to make sure that I feel really comfortable in this scenario. And if that doesn't work for you, I understand.
Got it. Yeah. Great. Okay. And if a guy has a problem with any of those answers, that just is kind of cluing you in. This is not my guy.
This is not the guy for you. This is a guy that cares more about what he needs and he wants than what's really important to you. Any guy that's not on board with making you, this is the key phrase, I would be more comfortable. Any guy who doesn't give a shit whether or not you're comfortable that's a real, we talk about red flags all the time, but there are only few that are true red flags. That's one of them. All right. I'm going to tell you right now, that guy, he would be a lot of work to bring around. So don't even worry about him. Okay. I know that's hard to do, especially once you've been having sex with him and that intimacy of skin on skin contact and letting a man into your body and stuff. But you have to be strong. You're an adored woman now. You are stepping into a new legacy of having everything you want romantically. And that doesn't come from being out of integrity with yourself.
Agreed. And let's just also remind you, because sometimes it's hard for us ladies, or it's hard for ladies to accept that as an adored woman, there are thousands of options for you out there. It's not just one man who is going to be your forever man, and now that he left and took off, that your dream is shot. No way. So remember that there is a higher power out there that is looking after you, has your back, and has somebody incredible for you. And there's a lot of opportunities there. So if somebody were to have a bad reaction, take off because you choose not to sleep with them anymore because you moved too quickly for yourself, then you were just protected, lover girl.
Yes. And so if all these things really frighten you too, I want you to know there's a place where you can come do this with us, because there is no better support system than me and Jen.
Amen.
And our group of adored women from around the world. And it's called the Secret Society of Adored Women. These are things that I help women with all the time. I'm going to give you the space to be the most courageous, romantic version of yourself and learn the ins and outs of man-tourage dating, and let me have a piece of your love life, meaning I get to get my wand on your love life. Does that sound weird?
Is it wearing a condom?
Sorry, that was really good. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, and I want to teach you how to create all these different things and to interact with men in a way where you feel powerful and you are no longer afraid of becoming everything you were meant to be romantically. Okay, lover girl, it's time for the final thought on today's show.
Condoms are more than just good pregnancy or STD protection. They also help significantly with emotional, romantic resilience.
Thank you, lover girl, for joining us on this romantic fairy godmama edition of Single Smart Female. Don't forget to text this episode to all of your single smart girlfriends, as well as visit us at singlesmartfemale.com.
We'll talk to you next time.
And here's to you having everything you want in life and love. This episode was brought to you by the Secret Society of Adored Women.
Have you been tirelessly going on craptastic dates, having craptastic results with men, even spending a craptastic amount of time weeding through meh guys and fretting over the one who won't call you back or commit?
Join us for our Hush Hush group of like-minded, successful, badass single women from around the world, turning the dating scene on its head and creating scandalously magical romantic experiences that you will cherish forevermore.
But beware, your love life and life will never be the same again.
Meet us over at thesecretsocietyofAdoredWomen.com.